Sunday night. Thanks for being with us here. We've got the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
And it's just the nature of their rivalry. Both teams will look to start fast, and each one trying to seize control of the tempo early.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going. To come away with the W.
And Toronto calls time here. Too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Pass to Nembhard. Boston pulls it in. Wagner for three. Knocks down the triple.
The corner is the shortest three on the floor, and for Franz Wagner, it's an easy one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I talked with the Raptors head coach earlier. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact." Those aren't easy guys to contend with. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Boy, the handles of R.J. Barrett on full display. What a pretty drive.
Nembhard outside. To the paint. Wagner with a steal. Pass to Kessler. Here's Barrett. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
And it's blocked by Kessler. Here's Champagnie. Back to Halliburton. Outside Barrett. Back to Halliburton. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground run. Running, 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
And Toronto calls time here. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. The shot misses.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Champagnie. Kessler up top. Boston needs to get off a shot here. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Here's Wagner. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Wagner's got 5.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And they pick up 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Halliburton. And here's Kessler. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Barnes. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Kessler with a rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Halliburton, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, that's a nice finish by Tyrese Halliburton. Again, he's so big and long, he can finish in the painted area.
Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J. 5 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Wagner. To the wing on the left. Pass to Champagnie. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
It's stolen by Halliburton. To the inside. Now Kessler. Here's Wagner. The rebound by Nembhard. Raptors trail by 6. One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton, his clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
Nembhard for three. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
We know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy has a non-stop motor. It shows most especially on the offensive window.
Back to Barrett. Shoots over Nembhard. Here's Wagner. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Ingram on the wing. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes, no good. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Wagner with a screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Hardy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Celtics with the lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work, get into the offensive glass.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Champagnie. And the 3 off target. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Hendricks. No points so far. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Down low. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pump, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Pass to Hendricks. Fires the 3. On target from range. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Champagnie shot is off.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own.
And Hendricks gets it to go.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And it's Wagner off the drive. He gets it in there. Wagner's got 7 points.
Boy, you can see the fluidity on the drive by Franz Wagner. This guy very capable of putting it on the deck.
And a miss there on the triple. 20 seconds left now in the first quarter. Crosses over. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. He's got 10.
Yeah, Franz Wagner, tremendous range. He is not intimidated beyond the arc.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. It's stolen by Halliburton. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds, it'll be Raptors ball.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
It's been all about Franz Wagner for the Celtics. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Now here's Ingram. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Pass to Murphy from behind the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Now Ingram. Picked it out of midair. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
There's the steal. Here's Ingram. Oh! Hammers it home.
So nice. Looking like a spider attacking a fly. Ingram came at the rim with fierce intentions.
Here's Murphy. Again, the miss by Boston.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Hits a three-pointer. And it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, good shooter from out there. Ingram helping to space the floor.
To end the run. Again, the miss by Boston. Ingram on the wing. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Inside. Pass to Zubac. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here comes Toronto on the push. Now here's Ingram. 4-3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. And Boston pushing it up now. It's stolen by Barnes. Now Ingram. Beyond the arc. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
So it's Toronto now, following the bucket by Boston. Kicks it out, Towns.
Having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Yeah, that's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line with intent and efficient off the bounce. He can also get a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Here's White, following the three-point basket by Toronto.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to White. Back to Hardaway. Here's Halliburton. 6 to shoot. And here's Zubac. That shot off the mark. Ingram on the wing. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Barnes. Back to Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pulls up on the wing. Hardy's shot is good. Hardy's got 6 points.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Pass to Zubac. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Hardaway, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
Here's Hardy. Boston pulls it in. And it's Hardaway on the take. Here's Furphy. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Hardy. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. 9 points in the game.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Here's Mobo to the inside. Hardy misses the baby hook. Celtics trail by 15. .121 left in the second. Into the lane.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And Toronto calls time here. .114 left in the first half. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
There's a screen. Bobo with a rebound. Raptors lead by 15. Here's Hardy. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
You're shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
Hardy's shot is good.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. And the Celtics another 3. And that concludes the first half. Raptors out in front. They lead by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2. K-Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Celtics trail by 14. Pass to Chang. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Nembhard left side. Ingram up top. Double team on Ingram. Towns for 3. He can't hit that time. Boston on offense. Kicks it out to Hardaway. 3-pointer. That one no good. Toronto leading by 14. Pass to Ingram. On the wing, Nembhard. Back to Ingram. And counted from 19 feet away. Ingram's got 18.
Well, Ingram has great scoring instincts. He knows how to find shots and capitalize on them.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. So it's Boston now. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Kessler. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Champagnie. Towns with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Drops in the 3. Ingram's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Pass to Towns. From outside the arc. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you the versatility he has at the offensive end.
Outside for Ingram. Takes the 3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Celtics trail by 14. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said, we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Halliburton. And there's the drive. Misses in close. Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
BA, those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
And he makes it.
That's about simply playing hard. Wagner doing what it takes to find a shot in the interior.
Ingram on the wing. Jacks up a three. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Champagny. Nembhard with a steal. Pulls up for three. They grab their own miss. The shot that time not on target. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Halliburton. The teardrop. They get it back. Here's Champagny. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and banks it in. Barrett's got 6 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Kicks it out Towns. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Here's Ingram. Boston with a rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Pass to Barrett. The three. The shot off that time. Toronto leading by 12. Ingram on the wing. Hits the trifecta. Ingram's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
When you think of Tyrese Halliburton, it is two things: positional size and unbelievable skill.
And both free throws good for Halliburton. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Barrett. Oh, swiped away. Here's Murray Boyles. Still without a bucket. Here's McGowan's. Off target from outside.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Here's Barrett. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, there's a determination and sheer force of will that R.J. Barrett plays with. He feels contact and he loves it.
And the free throw, no good. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all. Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Out to the right wing. Here's Murphy. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The three, Hardy. Rebound, Boston. Zubac's with it. Averaging around 6 a game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Here's Hardy. Give him 20. Pass to McGowens. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hardy. Pulls up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Kept alive by Boston.
What you love about Ivica Zubac is he knows who he is. Big, strong body, mixes it up on the glass, sets solid screens. Just an understanding of who he is.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Toronto leading by 13. Pass to Hendricks. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Barron.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Murphy's got 6.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Celtics trail by 12. .29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Count that bucket.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the 2nd half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Going inside. Oh!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors now holding a
Boston 67.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Toronto leading by 12. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now Halliburton. Halliburton punching in. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Nembhard outside. Shot clock at 5.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Here's Champagnie. The 3-ball. Drains the triple.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target pass. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
Pass to Ingram. It's stolen by Halliburton. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Wagner inside. Towns with a rebound. Toronto leading by 7. Outside for Ingram. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Wagner. Here he goes. The 3. Barron. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Timeout called, Raptors. it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the Raptors had some words for his team over the break. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you. Good
job there, Allie. Thanks.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Champagnie. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Pass to Kessler. There's the drive. Outside Barrett. To take the lead. Outside for Halliburton. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Boston making a switch here. The Raptors with a lead. Driving to the basket. McGowan. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Queen. Here's McGowan's. Here's Hendricks. And he jams it home with authority. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Halliburton right side. And finished off by Kessler.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Back to Halliburton. 4 on the clock. Pass to Champagnie. Puts up a deep three. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Anderson. Here's Queen. Kessler on the double team. Here's Hendricks. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Halliburton. Hardaway from outside. And it's Queen with a rebound. Toronto leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Hendricks. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Kessler. Clock at 6. Here's Jang. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Jang's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Over to the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. Carries it down low. Murray Boyles has gotten his first basket of the night.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Halliburton, good.
Oh, a big-time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
him by Hardaway. Halliburton right side. Here's Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, no good. Raptors lead by 5. And here's Anderson. Here's Hendricks. He launches. Kessler with a rebound. Now here's White. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Yes, using that window.
One thing you know about RJ, if there's a shot to be taken, even in a big-time moment, he will step in.
Nembhard fires. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Champagnie. And there's 1:38 left to the fourth quarter here. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Toronto leading by 6. Barnes outside. Now Towns. Oh, it's stolen away.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Now Wagner. Barrett. Using the glass to lay it in.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Barnes. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Oh, big-time delivery from the young Scotty Barnes. Clutch moment, no worries.
Here's Barrett. Oh, he misses the layup. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Book it! It goes!
You want to take great advantage of opportunities in close. Andrew Nembhard does just that.
The 3 is off. So the Raptors win it.